Vegan police, nobody move. Hey everyone, it's Vinny. I hope you're all having a very safe, happy, and healthy Halloween. I hope you love my costume, the vegan police. And in today's video, I have a very special food tasting, and I'm going to be doing a food and a Halloween wine tasting. So I'm really excited for this. And I also have the opportunity to teach you guys how to use a coffee maker to heat up a spiced wine. So I'm going to get started with that. I'm going to be reviewing this amazing, I think it's, can't read the label on it. It's from Tomcello Winery, so it's Tomcello's Broomstick Brew. It is so creative and so cool, and I tried this at a wine tasting I went to when I did my yoga and wine tasting event, and it is phenomenal. It is a wonderful spiced wine, and the logo with the broomstick is hilarious. I just had to get it, and it was really cheap, $12.50 for a bottle. And is 12% alcohol by volume, and I love how it says, serve warm from your cauldron. So when using a spiced wine, it's actually very important that when you're doing a spiced wine, you never ever use a stovetop to heat it, because if you use a stovetop and you go too high, you run the risk of two things. One, possibly causing it to ignite, and the second thing is if you start boiling it, you're gonna boil all the alcohol away, and it's not gonna be the same or taste as good. So I have a little tip I'm going to show you. So first I'm going to crack this bottle open, and I'll show you guys how I use a coffee pot. So I'm back and I opened my bottle of wine. So what I'm going to do next is show you guys how I heat my spiced wine. Any kind of spiced wine, whether it's a spiced apple wine or just some wine with herbs in there, or what have you, you're going to want to heat it. So in order to heat it, what you want to do is get a coffee maker. And for those of you that are not as old as I am, or those of you who are younger and use a Keurig, coffee makers are really cheap now. You can get a really cheap one at any like local appliance store, or even like some kind of dollar store might have one that's small. You don't need a big one. You just need one that can hold at least 3 cups. And because with my wine, I really don't drink a whole bottle of wine a day. I just pour a little bit in for a glass. So get a coffee maker and do not use the water or anything. And it's important that if you do use a coffee maker that's in your basement and you like dig it out somewhere, that you clean it thoroughly and make sure that it does not smell like coffee, because that will ruin the wine flavor. So all you do is take your basin, take your wine, pour it in there. This has a beautiful red. It's like a blood red color. It's like a vampire red. Perfect for Halloween. And it smells very fruity. So what you do then is you take your wine like so. I'm gonna put a little bit more in here. And have your coffee maker on so your hot plate on there is nice and warm, and you just stick it in there. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna heat up your wine, and the coffee maker will not boil it, which is a very good thing. It will keep it nice and warm to the temperature it needs to be to really bring out all those aromatic flavors and really develop it better. So I'm gonna leave that on there, and I'm gonna get started with the rest of the food review. First up is Almond Dream. This is a company that does almond milks and non-dairy milk, and they do special edition flavors for the season. And this one is pumpkin spice. I love autumn and I love pumpkin spice, so I'm really excited to try this. It smells just like pumpkin pie. So it's a nice thick creamy consistency. It looks just like canned pumpkin, and there is some pieces of, I think, cinnamon. It's very light. It's a very gentle and soft pumpkin-y spice feel with a little bit of the cinnamon. But it's a very light flavor, and it tastes has a hint of vanilla. And this was very cheap. It was only $2, and that is a really good deal. All you have to do is pop it in the fridge and serve it chilled. It's delicious. Next up is the pumpkin spice latte from Cold Brew Coffee from Khalifa Farms, and I love this company. This one you just serve it chilled. And it's got a much darker color to it. It looks just like a latte. And it's a special edition. So this one I think is, I don't know if it has almond milk in it. Yep, it has almond milk. And it's cold brew as well, so you get that little kick of caffeine. It's a very, very light, almost has a mocha flavor, but it's very, very nicely flavored with the pumpkin spice. It's got a hint of cinnamon in there. You taste the pumpkin spice really well. And it also has a lot of vanilla. It really washes down smoothly. More so smoother than this, but I like this better, I think, flavor-wise. This one is a little bit too coffee for me. And I have some treats. From Basil Bandwagon, I have their pumpkin spice cupcake and their chocolate vanilla cupcake. Both are vegan, and they are perfect for the season. So first up, the pumpkin spice. Very light, very creamy. The icing has some pumpkin spice on it, and I like that. It tastes very, very flavor-filled. It's not dry. It's like, almost like a really nice cake. Very good. I like that one a lot. And I have met the baker there that does the pastries, and she is phenomenal. She makes the best vegan fudge, and her cupcakes are to die for. And shout out Melissa if you're watching this, it is phenomenal. Next up is the chocolate cupcake with the vanilla frosting. The chocolate is very rich, it's very fresh. It's not too sweet. And the vanilla cream is very, very light and airy, with those minor subtle hints of vanilla. It goes perfectly. This one is a little bit more dry than that one, but it's not too dry, it's just right. The pumpkin spice one's very, very moist compared to this one, and I like the pumpkin spice because it just kind of melts in your mouth. This one is a cupcake, but it has like a brownie-like taste, and I like that a lot. Both very good. And right about now, I think my wine is ready. It is nice and warm. So I'm just going to pour myself a glass. And this wine has some very fruity flavors. Fruity notes. It's very aromatic. I smell like a hint of cherry with some very strong berry notes. It smells a little floral. And I smell a little bit of cranberry. I'm not sure what was in here, but I'm going to go try. Delicious. It's very fruity, very acidic. The aftertaste is very fresh. It tastes like a berry field. I taste a lot of like blackberry. I don't know if that was in there, but when it first goes down, it has a very floral taste. And I like the color for Halloween. It's perfect for a nice trendy Halloween party. Phenomenal. And for something that's seasonal, I highly recommend going to their website, which will be posted down below, and purchasing a bottle of their broomstick brew. I think it's phenomenal. I don't know what's in here, but I probably should look that up. It's really berry-like, but when I tried this, I just knew I had to get it, and I do have a bottle of their spiced apple wine, which I will be reviewing in November for my November special, because November, like always, I'm going to cook the entire meal, and I'm going to be doing a vegan-based Thanksgiving, where I also have wine, of course, because that's my favorite part of it. Okay, so from my viewers, I want to know down below some funny Halloween stories. I want to know what you guys are going to be for Halloween. Give me some creative ideas, make me laugh, make me smile, just let me know. Let me know what your plans are for Halloween. Me personally, I'm just going to hang out with friends, just like a little house party. I'll bring over some food. We're going to have wine tasting, and we're going to watch probably just some scary movies. We might go out and see it earlier before going to the party, so that will be fun. But I really don't do much because it's on a school night and I'll be studying anyway. So from you guys, I want to know what your plans are. Let me know down below. Let me know what you're dressing up as. Just tell me what you're doing. Like, comment, subscribe like always, because I really want to get back and do more videos like this, some fun ones. And I had an idea. Wine and cupcakes. Someone at my health food store told me that wine and cupcakes are a good combination. I think so. Delicious. Have a very safe and a very happy and a very fun Halloween. I can't wait for next year's Halloween. That is my favorite time of the year. I love autumn. I love pumpkin spice. Make sure that you guys go out and get a bottle of the broomstick brew, get some vegan cupcakes, and definitely pick up some pumpkin spice latte, cold brew, and some almond milk, pumpkin spiced almond milk drink. See you guys later.